about that. So we are talking about the perfection trap, the perfectionist trap. I think most of us at one time or another, I deal with this, regularly also. And that is that we go through bouts of feeling like we have to be perfect. And, you'll often hear somebody say, oh, he's such a perfectionist, or she's such a perfectionist, or I'm such a perfectionist. I'm telling you right now, it's a trap. It is a trap, the trap of perfection, perfectionist or perfectionism, because we aren't perfect. And really, when you look at the world around us, what is perfect? I'm speaking in a secular sense, so not going the religious route or anything right now, just strictly secular sense. What is perfect? Did you know that there is no perfect circle? There's no circle that's ever been drawn that is absolutely perfect. There, in all of the universe, is no sphere that is a perfect circle. Just as an example, there's no perfectly straight line. The shortest distance between two lines is 2 points is a straight line, right? That is right, but there is no straight line. Perfectionist. Trying to be a perfectionist or perfectionism is a trap. It's a trap, and we all fall into it from time to time. Some of us more than others. I'm telling you, perfection does not exist. It doesn't exist in the world that we observe, even. And we expect ourselves to be perfect. Now, there's nothing wrong with expecting excellence from ourselves. I expect myself to be excellent, but perfection and the excessive expectations that come along with perfectionism or being a perfectionist is one of the big reasons why people struggle with self-confidence. And I'll get more in a minute into why the perfectionist trap or perfectionism, how that relates to confidence. But there's two words, and there's probably more, but there's definitely these two that contribute to us falling into the perfectionist trap. Always and never. Always and never. They say, never say never. Well, just saying that, I agree with that, but just saying it, I just said it. And then there's always be this way, always do this, always do that. Let me know if there's something that you always do as a matter of your, say, personality and behavior, or that you never do. Never do this. Never do that. Those are perfectionism words, and they are a trap that kills the self-confidence of so many people. They end up beating themselves up over things in their lives because they don't always do something, or they never not do something. And when they catch themselves doing that thing that they were told by a mentor or a self-help book or by themselves to never do this. And when they catch themselves doing it, they beat themselves up. And their brain, and the way that our brains are designed to seem to always point out the negative, our shortcomings, our failures, our faults. You ever notice that? Ever notice that, how your brain is really good at pointing out all your failures and faults and flaws? Failures, faults, and flaws. Our brains are tremendous at catching those things and pointing it out to us and letting us know you didn't live up to that never. And so people then beat themselves up over it and think, oh, and they think that they're not worthy of something, of one thing or another, because they didn't meet to the never standard or the always. Always do this. And when you find yourself not, failures, flaws, and faults, our brain is quick to point those out, to judge us, and say, you didn't live up to your goals. You didn't always go after your goals because today you were in a pissy mood. And you didn't go after your goals today. And you're always supposed to go after your goals. And you're never supposed to quit. It's a trap. Perfectionism. The perfectionist trap. And it leads to self-image and self-esteem challenges. And people's self-esteem takes a blow and a hit when they don't always or never. They're traps. And how does that then relate to confidence? Well, it seems, think about it. When your brain starts beating you up, judging you for all your shortcomings, pointing out all your faults and flaws and failures, what do you think that does to your confidence? Now, when I talk about confidence, remember when you consider confidence, we're all supremely confident in something, and some of us in several things, and most all of us in a lot of things in our lives. We are perfectly comfortable and confident in a lot of things that we do. You don't think about them. You don't give a second thought to whether you can climb those stairs. Without, you don't give it a second thought. But it is something that you're confident in. Yet, for all of us, we still all have things in our lives that we are not confident in. We are not confident in certain things. And then the question you have to ask yourself and be aware of is if the thing that you're not confident in is something that's important to you. Like for me, I use this example a lot. I am not confident in my ability to get on a boat and go out into the deep sea and catch a game fish, a marlin or a shark or something. That's not a game, but you know what I'm talking about. I have no confidence in my ability to do that. Well, I lack the experience and I lack the skills. But you know what? That's something that's not important to me. So does it matter that I lack confidence in that? No. For some people, they lack the confidence of standing up in front of a crowd and doing public speaking. And that may well be something that is very important to you based on whatever your goals and your values are. And if that's an area that you lack confidence in, well then yes, that is something that you need to work on and maybe have a mentor or a coach to help you to grow yourself and become confident in that area. I'm just, using those as examples, but think of yourself personally. So again, when I talk about confidence, we are all confident in a number of things we don't even give second thoughts to. But then we lack self-confidence in many other areas of our lives. Some of them are not important to us and we don't care. Yet some things are important to us and we do care. And that's where it makes a difference. So back to the perfectionist trap. Trying to be perfect in anything that you do. It's a trap. There's nothing wrong in striving for excellence, in being your best, in giving it your all, in something that is important to you, and to growing in your skills and experience in something that's important to you. There is nothing wrong with striving for excellence and expecting yourself to be excellent and your best, and maybe 1% better every time. But if you have excessive expectations, which is one of the main causes of low self confidence, if you have excessive expectations in a way that it is a perfectionist thing, where you have to be perfect, um, you expect yourself not to make any mistakes, you're going to constantly be disappointed in that. And because of that, for a lot of people, that hurts and harms their self confidence. So, the perfectionist trap, that's what we were, uh, what I wanted to come on today and talk to you about. I have a lot more really to say about this, a lot more, especially in using the word never. I don't want to get into it now, and a lot of people have these sayings that they say about never do this, never do that, and I take exception with that because those things that they say never do, almost everyone, in fact, I could most certainly say with a high degree of certainty that every one of those people that say never do this have done that in their life at one time or another. I'm thinking of something specifically. Maybe you figure it out. I don't know. It doesn't matter. But I don't want to get into that. I am going to save that for another time. But just suffice to say again, avoid expectations of always and never related to your goals, your values, and your principles. You know, I have my top values and principles written down, and I refer to them regularly, and it is a something that for me on a daily basis I strive to be the best I can be. I strive to live up to those values and principles every day, but sometimes I don't. Yet, I've learned not to beat myself up over that. To know that I'm only human. To know that sometimes I won't live up to my values. That sometimes I'll take my eyes off my goal or my goals. And I'll get caught in a pity party or whatever. I'll just get sidetracked. But that doesn't mean there's something wrong with me, nor with you. So the perfectionist trap. That's the truth about perfectionism and the perfectionist trap. My name's Todd Thomas from todd-thomas.com. Don't forget the dash. todd-thomas.com. And again, my book is completed. It is off to the publisher. I've sent the manuscript in. Now I'm waiting for whatever the process brings from here. But if you'd like to pre-order a copy and have me make you a special deal on it, especially if you'll get one for you and a friend, we can work something out. Just send me an email to todd@todd-thomas.com. todd@todd-thomas.com, and let me know that you would like to consider that. One other thing I'd like you to do right now also is go to todd-thomas.com/offer, or if you just go to todd-thomas.com, in the upper corner, you can just click on where it says Confidence Mastery for My Best Life, or for Your Best Life Guarantee. And on that page, or on my main page, in the bottom corner, about where my finger is pointing, is going to be a tab that says Talk to Todd. And that tab stays there for a few seconds, and then it expands into a small window about so big. So it's not a full pop-up, but it does expand onto the screen, and it says, Let's Talk, Schedule Now. I love talking to people about their goals, their challenges that they're having in meeting their goals, their values and principles, their confidence challenges. No obligation whatsoever. Go there, click that Talk to Todd, or click Schedule Now. Set a time with me where we can get on the phone or on a Skype conversation and see each other face to face, and let's talk about those challenges that you have. And let's see if I can give you some things that could help you out. No obligation whatsoever. Todd-Thomas.com. My name is Todd Thomas. Thanks for those of you that jumped on today. Thank you for doing that. If you watch this afterwards, if you watch the replay, please share and comment as well. I always come back and answer comments or questions. So if you didn't ask any questions during the broadcast, do so on the replay, on the post, and I will answer those. And please share as well. Thank you very much. Make it a great day.